If you are an international professional in Finland, or let's just say you're a foreigner and you have graduated in any of the education institutions here in Finland, be it a university, University of Applied Sciences, or even a college, pay attention. This video is for you. In Finland, there is something so-called integration program. And this program aims to helping immigrants adapt, settle, and become active members of the society. And this program is being led by the Ministry of Economic Affairs and Employment and is being implemented by employment offices in different municipalities. In this integration program, you should expect to get help in order to settle and adapt in Finland, but also learn the language. We are speaking of Finnish or Swedish language, but also you should get help to in order to get a job. You should also get help to start a business. If you want to start a business, you should get help to to get access to education, which should help you to integrate. So this education may be able to to help you get started in business, or to get a particular profession, or just understand the Finnish society well enough in order to adapt and settle and be an active member of the society. In order to get services through the integration program, you have to apply to become part of this program. And as far as I understand, up to this moment, you apply by simply registering as a job seeker through Työmarkkinatori website, or you can visit employment office in your municipality and ask to register as a job seeker. After you have registered as a job seeker, normally you will be assigned someone from the employment office. Let's call this someone a coach from the employment office. So this coach from the employment office will contact you several weeks after you have submitted your application, and then after that you will have to meet. In this meeting, he will have to assess your situation. How is your situation related to the job seeking, language, status, and other related stuff? After he has assessed your situation, he will prepare the so-called integration plan. And in this integration plan is what that will tell what are the measures or procedures that you must follow in order for you to get integrated into the society. And when I say to be integrated into the society, I mean learning the language. It could be about getting a job. It could be about starting a business and the like. One condition, though, that have been put in relation to the integration plan is that the integration plan must be prepared 3 years after you have received your first resident permit. So you always have to take this into account in order for you to benefit from the so-called integration program. So this is what the integration plan may include. Number one, it may include Finnish and Swedish language training, but also it may include civic orientation. This is where you learn about the Finnish society. And it may include career counseling. This is what you do when you meet with your coach from the employment office, but also job searching coaching. You may have somebody to coach you, to help you, someone you may consult if you are, as you are applying for the jobs, but also skills assessment. Work tryouts. This is one of the very important features. I think it resembles internships for those who are going to universities. After you have graduated, you won't have internships, but you may have job tryouts. But in order to get a job tryout, you have to be registered as a job seeker. So in the job tryout, similar to the internships, you will go to any company, any business, and ask to do a job tryout under the arrangement of the employment office. Through this job tryout, you will be doing your job somewhere, or let's call it a training, for a maximum of 6 months. You see. And after the period is ended, if the employer has liked you and they are open to work with you, they may retain you at their workplaces. Otherwise, you will continue with other activities. But also, you may get entrepreneurship guidance. Some people may want to start a business instead of getting a job. So that's also another alternative. But also, you may get other services that promote employment or integration in general. Now, one important thing you have to know is that as you undergo the integration program, you will be eligible to apply for the so-called unemployment security. This is some form of financial support that you will get from the welfare system as you undergo this integration program. But there are some conditions that you have to understand. Few of those conditions are as follows. Number one, you have to have a valid resident permit, but also you have to be registered as a job seeker, and you have to be ready and available for a full-time work. And I believe this is one of the reasons why many students do not qualify for the unemployment security, because as a student, normally you are not ready to start doing a full-time job. But also you have to participate in services that you have agreed with the employment office, but also you have to satisfy other unemployment security requirement. So those are few of the conditions, but you have to meet and discuss with your coach from the employment office in order to understand if you are really eligible to get the unemployment security. So in wrapping up, let me clarify one thing. Many internationals, when they hear employment office, I think the only thing that comes into their mind is that this is the place where you come to get employment. They distribute jobs, they give jobs in this house. That is not true. Despite this being called employment office, actually if you're in Kuopio, what you see behind me, that is the employment office in Kuopio. So despite it being called employment office, this is not a place where you come to get a job, but you get services in relation to employment, especially if you have been a job seeker or you have been an immigrant or a foreigner and you seek to have the so-called integration. And you get the services that I have already said earlier. You will get support as you are looking for a job. You'll get support if you want to start a business. You'll get support if you want to integrate, you want to get integration services. You will have somebody to you know, as a coach, as your mentor, or someone to walk you through, to talk to, something like that. That is all you get from this office. Yeah, apart from that, also this office will be transferring your information to welfare system, let's say to the Kela. If you are to receive unemployment security, then the Kela office will always ask unemployment office, like, what's the status with this guy? Is he really looking for a job? Is he doing what he's supposed to be doing? And then after they get information, then Kela will be approving. So that's the position of the employment office, but you won't get any job from this office. Otherwise, maybe you have to apply just like everybody else, and you will be recruited depending on the standards that will be applied to anyone else. Yeah, I think that is all I had to share for you today. So let me wish you all the best if you have been looking for jobs. Let me wish you success if you are seeking to integrate into this place. All the best and see you soon. Bye-bye.